What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite things, and that is lip products. Every single brand right now is launching hydrating, balmy, satiny, glossy, serumy lipsticks. You guys know what I'm talking about, and as someone who is very excited for this trend, I thought I would do a little roundup video for you guys because you're always asking me for comparisons. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is kind of like a roundup slash speed review slash comparisons of all of my favorite lipsticks that fall into this category. I have 14 lip products that we're going to be going through today. So if you guys are interested in all of my thoughts and you want a little bit of a shopping guide, then keep watching. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Sophia. This is my channel where we talk about all things beauty and luxury. If you want to see a little bit more beauty in your feed, then definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to hear about every time I upload a new video. All right, friends, let's get into this video. This was super fun for me to put together for you guys. A lot of swatching and a lot of science. Okay, not so much the science, a lot of swatching on my hand and on my lips went into this video. So I'm really excited to show you guys my thoughts on all of these lipsticks. I have so many lip products, guys. It's always a good exercise to kind of go through your makeup, swatch things. You really get a better idea of what makes some products special, which ones are different. And then you also realize that a lot of products that you have are the same, whether it be in color or formula. So I think that this will be a really good video for you guys to understand what are the difference between a lot of these products. A lot of them are new releases, but some of them are also oldies but goodies. And then also, like, which ones do you not really need because you already have similar ones in your collection. So we're all about finding really good products, but we're also about saving our money. So hopefully this video will be helpful for that. As I mentioned, I have 14 products that I'm going to go through for you guys, and the way I've ordered it is from most matte to most glossy. All of these are going to be hydrating, and also, guys, all of these products are good. I recommend all of these lip products. The purpose of this video is honestly to show you guys the differences between them so you can figure out which ones you think are going to be worth your money. And I will point out as I go through each one what I think makes that particular product special. I'm also going to do swatches on my hand and on my lips so you guys can see the texture and really get a sense of the formula. And then in some cases, I'm going to be kind of comparing the formula of different products. Quick disclaimer, the only thing that I won't be doing here is showing you every single color. I will be commenting on the shade range of each product, but the purpose of this video isn't to show you every single color. It's more so to talk about the whole package and the formula itself. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. And without further ado, let's get into the first lip product. The first lippy that I have for you guys here is from the brand Rose Inc. This is called their Satin Lip Color Refillable Hydrating Lipstick. These retail for $28 and you're getting 0.14 ounces. These are described as a rich, refillable lipstick that delivers lasting, weightless color while blurring the appearance of vertical lip lines. While these are described as a satin finish, I do have these listed first on my scale because they are the least glossy of all of the 14 that I'm going to be talking about today. I would say these look a little bit more like a hydrating matte. There's really no shine at all, but what I really love about these is that you get this like really beautiful dose of pigmented color to the lips, and I think that the shade range is really chic. If you're somebody that really enjoys the blushes from Rose Inc., I think you're gonna really enjoy the range that they have in these lipsticks. You're getting a lot of really beautiful nudes, plums, roses, and the color that I'm trying on for you guys today is called Persuasive, and it is described as a warm rose. I love this color. I didn't think I was gonna like this color as much as I did, but I think it just adds such a beautiful warmth to the face and to the lips. I think this is gonna be flattering on so many skin tones. So who do I think that these are for? I think these are great for somebody who wants more of like a creamy, rich, pigmented formula, and somebody that really likes sort of those neutral and rosy tones. Once again, this is kind of like the Rose Inc. look. I would also say that out of the 14, this is definitely one of the more long-wearing ones that I'm gonna be talking about, specifically because it is less glossy. I would say that the packaging is just a little bit flimsy. I like the packaging, but it's definitely not as luxurious as some of the other ones we're going to be talking about today. But that being said, for $28 and given the 0.14 ounces that you're getting, this is going to be also one of the best values that I'm going to discuss today. The only other thing that I want to say about this is that Rose Inc. is sort of marketing that skincare infused makeup trend with these lipsticks. They're saying that the ingredients that are in them are going to help kind of smooth out the lines on your lips. Whether or not that's going to be the case, I don't know, but I want to mention that as well. This is kind of like a clean beauty brand, very skincare focused. So I like to mention that as well if that's something that you guys are interested in. Next up, we have these signature lightweight lipsticks from Merit. You guys have heard me talk about these before. I have a full review of these on my channel. These are the most affordable lipsticks that I'm going to be talking about today. They are $26 for 0.10 ounces. And these are described as a sheer lipstick with a satin finish and the benefits of a lip balm without the heaviness of a traditional lipstick. And the color that I'm trying for you guys today is called Fashion, which is described as a soft berry. If you guys saw my video of these, you would know that I love these. These have been some of my favorite products over the past month or two since they released. I think the description of these on the website is spot on. They're basically like a lipstick, just more lightweight. It's not quite like a balm. It feels a little bit like a balm, but you're still getting a lot of pigment. I think that's one of the biggest differentiators, is that you're getting a lot of moisture. It feels very comfortable, very lightweight on the lips, but you're still getting enough pigment that you would from a lipstick. I also think a really great differentiator for these is the Chic selection of shades. They don't have that many shades, but the shades that they have are really, really beautiful. They're very special. I feel like every shade that they picked out was very, very intentional. If you guys are interested in seeing more of the shades from this line, definitely check out that video. And here I have comparison swatches of the Rose Ink versus the Merit Signature Lightweight Lipstick. You guys are gonna see that the Rose Ink, it's definitely a little bit more pigmented and a little bit less shiny than the Merit, which is gonna have a little bit more of like a balm texture to it. So that's the biggest difference. I sort of question whether or not to include the Rose Ink ones in this video, because I really don't think they're that much of a satin formula. I think they're actually a little bit more like a matte formula, but just so incredibly creamy that they add this really nice hydration to the lips. So that's kind of the difference between those two formulas. Next up, we have another new release, and these are the Pat McGrath Satin Allure lipsticks. These came out in the Bridgerton Volume 2 collection. You guys would have seen me review these lipsticks in the video that I did for that collection, and these are $28 for 0.13 ounces. If you saw my review video, you would have heard me say I think that the packaging on these is just a little bit flimsy, and that's why these are $10 cheaper than the average Pat McGrath lipstick. But that being said, it is a really good value if you're looking for something that's just a little bit more affordable from Pat McGrath. And these are described as a satin shine finish with a mesmerizing dewy effect. They are medium buildable coverage, comfortable with a weightless creamy texture. And the color that I'm showing you guys today is called Venusian Peach, and this is described as a light peachy nude. Because these launched in the Bridgerton Volume 2 collection, there's only 7 shades of these so far, but I'm expecting Pat is gonna come out with more in maybe an updated packaging and in more shades. We can only hope, because this is a very, very nice formula. I would say the biggest differentiator with these is that not only are they super lightweight, but like it says in the description, these do have a very distinct dewy texture. Hopefully you guys can see these in the swatches. I have a comparison swatch for you guys here of the Rose Ink, the Merit, and the Pat McGrath Satin Allure. And what you're gonna see is, once again, the ones from Rose Ink are so much more matte. The ones from Merit are just a little bit thicker, a little bit balmier than the ones from Pat McGrath. I would say these ones from Pat McGrath, they're just a little bit dewier, just a tiny bit glossier than the Merit, and a little bit more lightweight, which is why I have them listed after, because once again, guys, we're going from like most matte to most glossy. So that's what I think is the most unique about these. I prefer the color selection from Merit, but I'm expecting Pat to come out with more colors of these. These next lippies that I have for you guys are the new ones from Chanel. These are the Chanel Rouge Allure L'Extrait. L'Extrait. Extrait. I'm trying, guys. I'm looking up the pronunciation ahead of time. I'm working on my French. I'm working on it. And these are described as infused with an ultra high concentration of pigments. This refillable satin lipstick reveals incomparable shade intensity upon first application that lasts for up to 8 hours. And the color that I have for you guys here today is number 844 Rose Impulsif. This is the most expensive lip product that I'm going to be talking about in this video. It comes in at a whopping $55. $55. And not only that, guys, you are only getting here 0.07 ounces. That's about 40 to 50% less product than you're getting in most of the ones that I'm going to be chatting about today. I've also heard that these are more expensive and less product than other Chanel lipsticks that have been launched in the past. So similar to Chanel bags, shoes, clothing, accessories, etc., we're pretty much consistently getting less for more. I feel like this is going to be the most controversial product that I talk about today because honestly, it is a terrible value. I totally get it if you enjoy these. I'm going to talk about the formula in just a second, but in general, I don't think the packaging is all that luxurious, and you can see right here, it just looks rather dinky. You can clearly see that you're really not getting that much product for the price, and what you're going to find in this video is that there's a ton of really good products just like this out on the market for less. I definitely don't agree with the claim that says that this lasts for 8 hours. I mean, it's a hydrating lipstick, especially if you're going to be drinking coffee, eating, talking, kissing, doing whatever. This is not going to last for 8 hours. And while the shade range is really beautiful, a big critique that I've heard is that there really just aren't enough nudes in this collection. There's a lot of really nice reds. There's a lot of nice reds. There's a lot of nice corals and pinks, but if you're somebody that wants something for every day, there's really only 2 nude colors in the line, and we're gonna talk about some others later in this video that have a little bit more of a better shade selection. So I do want to call that out, but kind of putting that all aside, this is a really nice formula. I think one of the biggest differentiators for this is what they mentioned in the description, which is you're getting a really nice concentration of color. When I was swatching and comparing this against the other lipsticks in this video, I noticed that this just has a lot of pigment to it. A lot of pigment, but while still remaining lightweight and giving a little bit more gloss. So this is a really nice formula, and while you're not getting that much product, the fact that the bullet is very slender does let you get in there kind of a little bit more precisely than some of the other ones here, which are a little bit thicker, a little bit more like a lip balm circumference, if that makes sense. So who is this for? I think this is mostly for people that just love Chanel, okay? It's a really nice product, but it's just not worth the money in my opinion. I think that there's better products out there, but I'm not judging you if you bought these because once again, like I bought 2 of them. This is a lovely product, but I just don't think that it stands up to the $55 price tag. The next product that I'm gonna talk about is the second most expensive, and this is the Chantecaille Lip Veil. Now, obviously these are not new, but you guys really like these. They really belong in this category of kind of like the hydrating, balmy, shiny lipsticks, and so I wanted to include them in the roundup. These retail for $50 and you're getting 0.09 ounces, so also really not that good of a value at all, guys. These are incredibly overpriced, but at least you're getting a little bit more than the Chanel. I also really like the packaging a lot more on these. I think that it's just a little bit more fun and playful. It's a little bit different, so to speak, and I think it feels a little bit more substantial. Now, the Chantecaille Lip Veil is described as a modern statement-making lipstick that glides on weightlessly, kissing the lips with a coat of pure, bold color. And the color that I have for you guys today is called Frangipane, and this is described as a bright coral pink. I would say this is actually pretty similar to the ones from Chanel. I'm gonna show you guys a comparison swatch right now. I think that the Chantecaille Lip Veil is just a little bit shinier and also a little less pigmented than the Chanel. As I mentioned a moment ago, the ones from Chanel are just a really heavy dose of concentrated pigment, which I think is really nice and really special about that formula. All in all though, I still don't think I would necessarily recommend these over other ones that are in this video because they are so expensive. It is a little bit of a ripoff. I think the biggest differentiator here is if you really like just the whole package, you like the color, you like the packaging, you enjoy this formula. It is a very luxurious formula and you're paying a lot of money to get that, so to speak. And also, if you like clean beauty, if you like Chantecaille has a lot of philanthropic efforts. This one has a little elephant on it. I think some of the proceeds from the sales of this lipstick go towards some sort of conservation effort, so I think that that is great. In general, you guys know I really like Chantecaille. I think that these are fantastic, but in general, just like the Chanel, I think that they're a little bit overpriced. I really would only go for it if you just really enjoy this as a luxury item. You like the packaging, you like the color, you like the formula. It's a little bit sheerer than the Chanel. It's a tiny bit glossier than the Chanel. And that's all I have to say about that. Next up, I have another new release, and this is the Dior Addict Refillable Shine Lipsticks. These retail for $39 and you're getting 0.11 ounces. And these are described as a Dior Addict lipstick for up to 24 hours of hydration and up to 6 hours of color and shine in a refillable couture case. And the color that I'm going to be showing for you guys today is called Diorama, and this is described as a coral red. So on Sephora, these are described as a high shine finish. I actually wouldn't say that these are that shiny, definitely not compared to some of the ones that are going to be a little bit later in this video. I think that they give a nice subtle shine. If you want something that's kind of subtle, natural, a little bit of shine, these are going to be great for you. These aren't going to be the most long wearing, especially because they are a little bit shiny. I would definitely say the ones from probably Chanel Chanel and Rose Ink are gonna be a little bit more long wearing than these ones from Dior. I wanna show you guys a comparison swatch of the Chanel, the Chantecaille lip veil, and then these ones from Dior. What you guys are gonna see is that the Dior, they're just a little bit sheerer in color and a little bit kind of lighter and glossier in texture than the Chanel and the Chantecaille lip veil. So while they give a nice dose of pigment, it's just gonna be a little bit sheerer than those other products that we just talked about. I actually think that the biggest differentiator of these is the amazing shade range. Not only are they a better value, but they have so many shades. Like if you want a nude, you're gonna get a nude. You want a rose, they got a rose. They have purples, they have browns, they have reds, they have corals. I think that these come in almost 40 shades. Not all of them are on Sephora, but if you go to the Dior website, you're gonna get the biggest selection of shades. And I think that that's amazing. Like, that's a lot of shades. It's very expensive for Dior to produce. So I really like that they kind of brought it and really gave us a full spectrum of shades. I think something that's also really nice about these is that not only are they refillable, but you can buy these adorable little couture cases. Are they trying to upsell me on the cases? Yes, they absolutely are. I'm definitely spending more money at Dior because of that. And I'm not trying to hate on Chanel, guys. I'm just sharing my opinion about these particular products. I think these from Dior, I think that this concept with the case, it's better quality. It's a little bit more fun. It's more youthful. It's a little bit more different and interesting than what we're getting from the Chanel ones. I just don't think that the packaging really stands up for the price. I'd rather buy a couple from Dior and then change it up with the different cases, even if it means spending the same amount of money, because I think I'm getting something a little bit more special and I'm getting more product. So all in all, I really like these ones from Dior, and I know that these have been some of the most popular with you guys as well. I'm filming in natural light, guys, and the afternoon sun is starting to shift a little bit, so if the lighting looks a little bit different, that is why. Let's keep this lipstick train going with Guerlain. This is the Guerlain Kiss Kiss Shine Bloom Lipstick Balm. These retail for $40 and you're getting 0.11 ounces. And these are described as hydrating, long wearing with a balm-like texture and a watery shine finish. And I have for you guys today the color 319 Peach Kiss, which is described as a sunny peach. First off, if you're somebody that likes gold, you're gonna love this packaging. I love this. If you can't tell from my home behind me, I love gold accents. So for me, I really enjoy this packaging. And as the title would suggest, this is a lipstick balm. That is how they are described. And I would say in terms of the formula, these are definitely a little bit more on the sheer side compared to the other ones that we're gonna be talking about today. I'm gonna show you a comparison right here of the Dior versus the Guerlain. And what you're gonna see here is, while I know that the Guerlain, the color is a little bit lighter, the pigment as well is just a little bit more sheer. So I wanna put that differentiation out there. I think that the colors for this are more sheer. Apparently all of the colors in this range are inspired by flowers, but when I look at the range, I would say I think a lot of the colors look the same. I would like to see just a little bit more differentiation in the range like we have from Dior. And one thing that I think is a really nice differentiator for these is the texture. While I prefer the color range from Dior, what I think is really nice about these is just the texture. I actually prefer the texture of these ones from Guerlain a lot more. They're just a little bit richer, just a little bit more hydrating, just a little bit more of like a luxurious feel. I still like the Dior. I just think they feel a little bit more slippy. I definitely think that these from Guerlain, they're a little bit more moisturizing. So if you're somebody that doesn't mind maybe a little bit more of a sheer color and you like this packaging and you want something that's really gonna be moisturizing to the lips, that's who I think that these are for. Next up, we have another new release, and this is from YSL. This is the YSL Rouge Volupte Shine Lipstick Balm. These retail for $39, and once again, you are getting 0.11 ounces. And these are described as having a medium coverage, hydrating lipstick with a high shine, balm-like texture that conditions and moisturizes the lips. And the color that I'm demoing today is 122 Burnt Zelige, which is described as a brown nude. Right off the bat, I gotta tell you guys, this color is amazing. This is one of my new favorites for sure. This is kind of just a really easy, slightly browny nude. I highly recommend that you check out this color. In terms of the formula, I will show you guys some comparison swatches right now of the new Dior Addict refillable lipsticks, the one from Guerlain that we just talked about, and then this one from YSL. And what you're gonna see is similar to the Guerlain. I think that this one is just a little bit sheer in pigment compared to the Dior with just a little bit more shine. I think the biggest differentiator for this is that it's made with 65% oils, and that really really shows in both the formula and the way that it looks on your lips is just a little bit more slippy. If you kind of like that oily feel, maybe like that lip oil feel, then I think you're really gonna enjoy these. One of the reasons why it's listed after those other two is because it imparts just a little bit more shine. So I think that's the biggest differentiator of this. In fact, it doesn't say it on the bullet, but when you look at the actual box that it came in, it's called Oil in Stick. Oil in Stick. So this is made with a lot of oils. It's very moisturizing. I really like this formula. Again, it's just a little bit more transparent than the Dior Addict ones, and it has a really lovely color range. So all in all, these are fantastic. Next up, we have an oldie but a goodie from Pat McGrath. These are the Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Balm Divinyl Lip Shines. I kind of feel like these were before their time because these have been around for a while, and I don't know why I haven't tried them until recently because these are bomb. These retail for $36 and they come with 0.08 ounces of product. And these are described as having a lacquer-like shine with a buttery texture, nourishing feel, and a plumping, smoothing effect. The color that I have is called Nude Venus, and it is described as a warm beige nude. It is the perfect nude. I love the way that this looks. This is definitely a keep in my handbag type of product because it really works for any kind of look, and it's just so easy to kind of like slap on the lips. Really great nude if you're looking for something simple that's gonna give that kind of plumping look to the lips. Out of the lipsticks that we are discussing today, these are definitely one of the most sheer. These are definitely the most balm-like. And while it says that it's going to give a plumping look, these are not plumping lip balms. They don't have any burning or tingling or anything like that. I think one of the biggest differentiators of these, aside from them being a little bit more sheer and just a little bit more effortless, is that they have these beautiful sort of light reflecting micropigments. And that's what I think Pat is talking about when she says that these have a plumping effect, because they really just give a nice little like plumping shine to the lips. They're not high shine. They're definitely not the shiniest ones in this video because we have more coming up, okay guys? But they give a really nice little luminous sparkle to the lips without looking glittery. So that's who I think that these are for. They are very expensive for something that isn't gonna be giving a lot of pigment, but I still think it's a really lovely product. And again, this is something that you can kind of put on for every day. And with that, for the $39, if you're gonna be using it every day, then I think it's worth it. Next up, we have another formula from Chantecaille, and these are the Chantecaille Lip Chics. I'm a little bit new to Chantecaille. I feel like this has been the year of Chantecaille for me. I finally love this brand. I'm finally finding products that I really enjoy from this brand, and I've given them a chance. And one of the things that I really wanted to know is, what is the difference between the Chantecaille Lip Veil and the Chantecaille Lip Chic? And we are going to answer that in this video. These are slightly cheaper. These are $49 versus $50 with the Chantecaille Lip Veil, and you are getting 0.09 ounces of product. These are described as glossy, lightweight, and smoothing. They are infused with a hydrating hyaluronic acid for plumper looking lips that feel incredibly soft and nourished. And the color that I have for you guys here today is Capucine, which is a bright orange. And I want to show you guys a comparison swatch right here of the Chantecaille Lip Veil versus the Lip Chic. And the biggest difference here, the main difference honestly, is that the Chantecaille Lip Chics are just super glossy. The lip veils, like I said, they're a little bit similar to the Chanel, whereas these give off that juicy, glossy shine. These were a lot glossier than I thought they were gonna be. They really give just a beautiful, smoothing, mirror-like shine on the lips, but they're also very pigmented. It really is a lovely product. Once again, I do still think that these are a bit overpriced. You're not getting that much for what you pay for, but it's all good. Like I said, all of these products are good. I can't not recommend any of these. I think it just depends on the color and what you guys wanna pay for. Next up, we have what I think is an extremely underrated product that nobody seems to be talking about anymore. It's not new, and these are from Lancome. These are the Lancome L'Absolu Lacquer long-lasting liquid lipsticks. These retail for $27 and you're getting 0.27 ounces. So these are the best value in this entire video. They're only $1 more than the Merit lipsticks, but you're getting about like twice the amount of product that you're getting with most of the products that we're talking about today. So I just want to mention that right off the bat. And these are described as a long-lasting lip lacquer with buildable sheer to full coverage for a glossy lip look with vivid color for up to 6 hours of hydrating wear. This 3-in-1 lip lacquer combines the shine of a lip gloss, the pigment of a lipstick, and the long wearing power of a lip stain. The color that that I'm showing for you guys today is number 378, which is called Be Unique, and it is a bright fuchsia. I definitely think that these are one of the most special lip products that I'm going to be discussing in this video. I already mentioned the good value for money, but I think that the formula of these is very unique. It's kind of like a gel-like formula, and you can really layer it on. You could put a sheer layer on and it can be very light, very sheer on the lips, but you also can really layer it on to build up the pigment. You get a lot of color, and while it is extremely glossy and lacquer-like, like it's described, it is a lacquer, and that's exactly what it looks like. It's extremely high shine, but because of this unique gel-like texture, it's also super long-lasting. I wouldn't say that it lasts for 6 hours like it says in the description, but I think compared to a lot of other glossy lipsticks or maybe more of like a lip gloss, this actually lasts really well. And you would think that maybe this would bleed into your fine lines, or maybe it would kind of wear away a little bit weird. But no, this is a really unique product because as the day goes on, sure, it wears off, but it wears off in a really comfortable, hydrating, and easy way. I feel like no matter what, I can continue to go back in with this doe foot applicator and just keep layering on more and more, and it doesn't get gross and it doesn't get drying. I actually think they're kind of doing this product a disservice by calling it a liquid lipstick, because while it is a liquid lipstick, I think a lot of people who are looking for this type of formula are not searching for liquid lipstick on Sephora or in general. I think that liquid lipsticks sort of have that stigma of being a lot more matte, a lot more drying, and so maybe that's why a lot of people don't talk about these. I also want to mention that these are the one product in this video that do stain. It says in the description this is kind of like a lipstick, a lip gloss, and a lip stain all in one. I remembered this when I was swatching because I swatched this morning, and you can see here I still have a stain here on my hand. So I do want to mention that. I don't mind that. I like that it gives a nice little stain to the lips. It obviously wears away after a while. It's not going to be there for a couple of days or anything like that, but I like that once the gloss wears away, I have a nice, beautiful, natural stain to my lips. The only critique that I have of this is that I wish that there were more shades. I was going through my collection and trying to find some shades that I had in my drawer that they also had on Sephora and on the Lancome website, and unfortunately it seems like they did get rid of a lot of the shades. They do have this shade Be Unique still available, which is why I'm showing this one to you guys today. I think that the nudes are really lovely, but I think where this formula really shines is with those brighter colors. So I highly recommend trying out maybe this bright fuchsia or even maybe a red from this Lancome collection. Okay, putting the Lancome aside because I already knew about those, this next lipstick is one that is a new discovery for me and probably the one aside from the Lancome that I am the most excited about. It's the one that I'm wearing on my lips today, and it is the YSL Candy Glaze Lip Gloss Stick. These retail for $35 and you get 0.11 ounces. These are described as a luxurious lip gloss stick with vitamin E and hyaluronic acid for medium coverage and lasting visible shine. And the color that I have here is called Chili Delight, which on the website, it definitely looked like more of like a burnished orange, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I definitely think this looks more like a warm toned red, but I'm not complaining. It is absolutely gorgeous. I already ordered another color of these. I really like these. I'm really excited to talk about these today. You guys can probably tell from the swatch, but the biggest differentiator for these is just how juicy and shiny they are. They really are like a lip gloss in a stick. That being said, I still think that they're a lot more pigmented and better wearing than a traditional lip gloss. I love the name Candy Glaze. I think it is perfect. This really does remind me of kind of like a glazed donut, or you know, one of those glazed strawberries that's on top of a strawberry shortcake at the Greek diner. That's what this reminds me of. If you were one of those girls in middle school that had their Lancome Juicy Tubes or maybe the Victoria's Secret equivalent of that, and you were just glossing and glazing up your lips, this is gonna be great for you. I just love this formula. It also has a really nice little pomegranate kind of candy scent to it that just like, it's just like an extra nice little touch. I would almost say that the Candy Glaze is almost like the stick version of the Lancome L'Absolu Lacquer. I would say that the differences between these is that I think the Lancome, you have that applicator that makes it really easy to be very precise, while these are great for somebody that just wants a really quick, you know, stick kind of application. I think that the Lancome, the formula is just a little bit more unique because you have that long wearing gel formula and it's a lot more buildable, but I still think that these are great. I still think that these have great longevity, really good color payoff, and they're just a little bit more shiny. These definitely have that kind of like syrupy, not sticky, but that like candy syrup sort of texture. If that's the kind of look that you're going for, then I definitely recommend these from YSL. I want to show you guys a quick comparison swatch of the Chantecaille Lip Chic versus the Lancome L'Absolu Lacquer versus the YSL Candy Glaze, just so you can kind of get an idea of the differences between the shine. I would say the Lip Chic, it's definitely a slippier formula. It has a really nice smoothing look to the lips. And then I just kind of described the difference between the Lancome and the Candy Glaze. I think the Candy Glaze is just a little bit shinier. I think it really just depends on what type of applicator you want. Another thing that I want to mention about the Candy Glaze, because I know this annoys some people, is that you can't put the product back down once you click it up. Listen, you basically click it up and then it doesn't go back down, because this would just kind of melt into the tube. It's a glossier formula, so it makes sense that you wouldn't be able to put it back down. So if that annoys you, maybe go with the Lancome L'Absolu Lacquer, or you could also try the other ones from YSL that we already talked about, the Volupte Shine. These are just so good. The only complaint that I have is that I wish they came in more shades. I think there's only like 5 or 6 shades. Like I mentioned, I just ordered another one in the color Red Thrill, and when the nude one comes back in stock, you betcha I'm gonna get that one too. We're in the home stretch, guys, and I have the 2 glossiest lip products to talk about last. You guys knew that these were gonna be in this video. This is the Makeup by Mario MoistureGlow Plumping Lip Serum. I did a full review of this product on my YouTube if you guys wanna see a more dedicated video. These retail for $22 and you're getting 0.08 ounces of product. These are described as a hydrating, melting, glossy balm that drenches lips in a dew-like shine. And the color that I have is called Bronze Glow. If you guys saw my previous review of these products, you will know these are definitely, as described, a lip serum. They're definitely not a balm, they're not a lipstick, they're not a gloss. They have a very kind of lip oily texture to them. Just like the YSL Candy Glaze that we talked about a moment ago, you can't put these back down. They literally are like melting in the tube. That's how glossy these are. They're super duper high shine. And I would say one of the biggest differentiators with these is that you're getting these beautiful little micro pigments that really just blur everything and give you, you know, once again, that glazed donut look. You just have the light reflecting off your lips. They really are beautiful. Every time I wear this on my lips in a video, you guys are always asking me, what is on your lips? They look very natural. Now, as I said, these are more of like a lip serum, so they're really not gonna give that much pigment to the lips. They do give a little bit more of like a natural tint. You also wanna take into account that these are plumping. So if you're somebody that doesn't like a plumping sensation, these aren't gonna be for you. I don't really think that they burn. I think they just kind of tingle a little bit, and it really doesn't last that long. I don't really think that I'm getting an actual plumping to my lips when I wear these, but I do think that the overall effect is very juicy and plump. I would actually argue that these are almost like a shinier version of the Pat McGrath Divinyl Lip Shines. I'll show you guys a comparison swatch right now, because we just talked about the Divinyl Lip Shines having those kind of blurring, light reflecting micro pigments, and it's really the same, except these ones from Makeup by Mario, they're a lot shinier and juicier. It really just depends on what kind of effect you want. And lastly, we're rounding it out with what I think are the glossiest lip product of this video, and that is from Tarte. These are the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Balms. These retail for $21 and you get 0.095 ounces. I was almost expecting these to be like a better value to the Makeup by Mario, but they're actually not. They're kind of the same. They're really only $1 difference and just a little bit more product. So I just want to point that out there. You're not really getting like any more product for the money with these. And it says here that the Cushion Comfort Complex quickly and visibly plumps lips and smooths the look of lip lines. The color that I have for you guys here today is the color Honeysuckle, and it is described as a black cherry. Obviously, these have a very high shine finish, and guys, It's very similar to the Mario. It was really hard to tell like which one was shinier, which one do I rank as shiniest versus not as shiny. They're very, very similar. It's almost negligible. In general, these products are very similar and I'm going to attempt to compare them right now. I would say one of the biggest differences is that the ones from Tarte, they come in a plumping and a non-plumping formula, which is really nice because if you don't like the plumping effect of the Makeup by Mario, this could be a really good non-plumping alternative. The other thing is that these ones from Tarte, they do come in more shades, and I think the shades, they just add a little bit more. One of the reasons why I chose this color Honeysuckle to show you guys is because I wanted to see how much of a tint can this actually give to your lips, and I definitely think it gives a little bit more of a tint. Again, this specific color, which I think this is the darkest color that they offer in this range. It does give a much darker pigment to the lips than the ones from Makeup by Mario. The scent of the ones from Tarte is a delicious coconut scent, and the ones from Mario are more of a, I don't know, like a generic fruity scent, I would say. I'm gonna show you guys a swatch right now of these side by side. Again, I have Honeysuckle in the Tarte and I have Bronze Glow in the Mario. Like I said a second ago, the ones from Mario have those light reflecting pigments. I think that's what really makes the Mario special. Whereas what I really like about these ones from Tarte is actually the texture. They both have lovely textures, but I actually think I prefer these ones from Tarte. I think the texture is just a little bit richer, a little bit more luxurious and hydrating. It's almost like comparing the Dior Addict refillable lipsticks against the ones from Guerlain, the Kiss Kiss Shine Bloom, where it's like, I like both of them, but if I had to choose which texture do I like more, I think I like these ones from Tarte. So those are what I think are the biggest differentiators of these ones from Tarte. I'm not even a big fan of Tarte in general, but I was really impressed by this product. Again, with these, you can't twist them back down. You actually have a little click pen down here at the bottom and you just apply them like that because it's a glossy formula. It's not really something that you can twist up or down or else it's gonna get all over the applicator. So there you have it, guys. That is my roundup of all of these lip products. I hope that this was fun. I hope that it was helpful. Just a little swatcheroo, a little comparison of these 14 lip products. If you were to ask me which of these products are my favorite, that would be a very hard question to answer. As I said at the beginning of this video, I love all of these products. I love them for what they are. They each have their pros. Some of them have a couple of cons. Sometimes it's just the shade range. Sometimes I just want more colors, okay, guys? I would say right now my current obsession is definitely the YSL Candy Glaze, probably the lipsticks from Merit, and probably the Rose Ink because I'm just really into the colors that are from that range. But all of these products are good. But comment down below, guys, and let me know which of these have you really been enjoying? Which ones do you think you're gonna try after watching this video? Was it helpful? I know that there's obviously tons more lipsticks that are in this category that I could have included in this video, but guys, we got 14 lipsticks here and I only have so many arms to put swatches on, so definitely let me know which ones you would like me to compare next. And if you are new here and you are still watching this video, maybe it means that you like this video and you should consider subscribing to my channel. I also would love to invite you to follow me on Instagram. That's a great place to connect with me on the daily. That's where I tell you guys everything that I'm buying, all of the good sales in the beauty community, and that's where we chat about all of the newest beauty releases. So I will put my handle up here and down below in case you want to connect with me over on Insta. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.